You're watching public broadcast for school. Tonight's episode was funded in part by Subway. Eat fresh.
Well, hello there, and Merry Christmas to you all. I was just listening to my favorite royalty-free Christmas music. You know, some people will tell you that Christmas is about family or religion, or that it's the best time for companies to market their products to you. But it's also important to understand how our ideas of Christmas came to be. So to teach you about the first American Christmas, I'm going to read to you from this dusty old book I got from Barnes & Noble. Now the perfect holiday gift for any niece or nephew. And now, a Christmas poem by Clement Clark Moore with a Puritan twist.
'Twas a quiet night for Puritan life. All men were working, even after they arrived. The Massachusetts Bay was to be as Winthrop said, a city upon a hill, and from the Bible they read. They all flooded to build until they heard the working bell, because Williams had taught, if you are blessed, you're blessed, and if not, you're going to hell. All their religious beliefs had left them in extreme confusion, but they put it in the back of their minds as they built their new Jerusalem. 'Twas a hard life indeed. No time for leisure, or snowboarding or skis. No time for asking the big questions, like why are we here? Or does my religion cause depression? Instead, they continued to believe that they didn't own their positions, and what it was they had done for God to plague them with indigestion. So it was only happy thoughts, they would exclaim, so they wanted to be cursed on Christmas. They continued to praise the Lord's name. They withheld any and all questions they may have had, and continued believing that indifference and religious tolerance was bad. The Puritans found these indifferences to be rather suspicious. Who dares praise this false god, who goes by St. Nicholas?
Now wasn't that something? You know, not everyone was as interesting as the Puritans when they came to America and established our Christmas values. Some even opposed going to church, like our founding father Benjamin Franklin, who showed his Christmas cheer in his own way. Franklin was such an iconic character in American history that contemporary writer Charles Dickens even wrote A Christmas Carol based on Franklin's character of Scrooge.
The Franklin Show was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Deborah, I'm home.
Ben, where have you been?
I've been at the printing house.
But you've been gone all day.
I had to put in some extra work.
On today, of all days, it's Christmas. Of all days, Christmas is a time for family and church.
Church? Why would I go learn a bunch of nonsense at church when I could be reading a good book?
Don't you want to have a Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be married? What reason have you to be married?
Ben, not in front of Sally. What's going on?
What is Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without any money? A time to get older but not richer? A time to have every item.
Did I get any presents?
Sally? Deborah? I think I'm going to have myself a drink. Sally presents. Bah humbug! That's some sour milk. Man, we gotta get our daughter presents. It's Christmas. And spend more money? To make no money? I don't think so. Franklin, don't forget about this. Damn it, Ben! Why do you always gotta do this to yourself?
Franklin, you're a good-looking guy. You got a wife. You got a daughter. You got money. Lots of money.
That's true. I do look really good. We look really good.
And just remember, Ben, we're all born ignorant. One must work hard to remain stupid.
That's good. We should write a book or something.
We should totally write a book.
But a book about us, though.
And about how everybody likes us and respects us and stuff.
What's Daddy doing? Oh, Ben.
Now, wasn't that funny? Yes, Franklin turned out to be a fine man. And even Franklin would enjoy this meatball sandwich from Subway. Eat fresh.
This new sandwich has got every taste mouth-watering. Even 16-year-old Benjamin Franklin dropped his vegetarian diet for this meat. The new holiday season sub, only at Subway.
Now for our final story, a more modern tale about how Christmas came to be in America. This scene revolves around Henry David Thoreau, who has just gotten out of his night in prison and is still angry about the injustice of the government. He decides to take a walk through the nearby forest to blow off some steam.
Guys, we should get a Christmas tree.
Why?
We never do, man. Why shouldn't we start the traditional way?
Because conformity is overrated, man. To get to this circle, I didn't follow a paved pathway. I saw where there was no path and made my own. I may be suffering a snake bite on my ass and those little pokey needles you get in grassy areas, but so good, man. With every experience, the force inside me impels me to ascend to a higher form. I was one with that snake.
So, you bit your own ass?
I guess so.
You are so high. Get back to the tree.
Yeah. We need a Christmas tree.
It's a symbol of worship to the Almighty. Back in the days when preachers preached and people obeyed their every word, that ain't our thing, man. We are God. Only the Spirit can teach. The world is filled with walls covered with commandments by the guy upstairs.
So if we're God, did we create ourselves?
Thoreau, shh. We don't ask questions like that. We're not scientists. We're poets. We know true science.
But Emerson, what is true science?
Science is an index of our self-knowledge. Experience, Thoreau. Experience.
I'm experiencing some righteous colors.
Who are you supposed to be?
Nature always wears the colors of your spirit. You're seeing your spirit, man.
The Christmas tree's origin was as a pagan symbol of life during the dead of winter.
The tree's life. We're life. We're nature. Let's get a tree.
If we get a tree, we need presents.
But Thoreau, why?
Whitman, it's tradition. Why don't you get it?
Celebration in the Christian tradition includes submission and loyalty to the man who lives in heaven. Is that what you want?
Why not?
Because, man, faith should blend with the light of the rising and setting suns and the flying cloud and the blah, blah, blah.
What the are you talking about, Emerson?
I'm just saying, the old worn-out Sabbath have lost the splendor of nature, man.
Thoreau, what is it with you and Christmas tradition?
I miss Christmas, man. It's a drag to keep isolating ourselves from the beaten path just 'cause it's beaten.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
What is this?
We give you the gift of nature.
You guys suck.
Guys, Franklin, Frederick Douglass is so high right now.
And that's how Christmas came to be in America. I hope you've enjoyed these stories of family and religion. Ah, and speaking of family, here comes Roxy now. And what have you been up to, Roxy? Ha ha ha! How cute. Looks like she could learn a thing or two about Christmas and religion. Now go be with your families and teach them something of your own. Good night.